No. It's weird that it shows up the Q. Oh my god, now I gotta confirm the passcode. Ah! There's the thing. There's the rabbit. Alright, let's pull it out of its, hat, I guess. Box. Whatever. Alright. There we go. Cracking it open. So, on the box, it has this on it, which I don't know what it is. It has this. Interesting. Made in China. All that stuff. I don't know if I should be showing this, but whatever. I don't really plan on putting a data plan on this or anything crazy. There's a seal here with the little rabbit logo. I don't know if it'll focus, but it's there. It's hard to see. So cool. Alright, so we gotta crack this open. We got a little tab here. That's what I was saying. Put it in the plastic. You can see I already kind of effed it up because I was trying to pick at it through the thing, but it won't peel. So, just, oh, got a clean pull. All right. Okay. So it opens like this. I thought I was gonna pull off the full front, but it just pulls open like that. And there's the device on the inside. There's a little piece of styrofoam, I guess. It looks nice. I don't even know, but it's gray styrofoam. I might use it for another thing to prop up some stuff or whatever. But wow, this is a very interesting case here, right? I'm sure. I don't know if this stuff is important or not, but whatever. But yeah. I think it's something that important, but I like this plastic case that this thing comes into. It feels very, Game Boy, right? Which is what this thing somewhat, is from. On the case, you can see it actually labels each of it. So rabbit eye here, scroll wheel, and then the speaker. I think that's really interesting, like being able to label what each individual thing is, especially with a new product. Alright, how do I get this thing off? I just kind of strong man destroyed the plastic off of it. Apologize. I don't think there's any more. Is there any documents? No, it's just more styrofoam in the box. Obviously the plastic was around the case, but yeah, there's nothing else in the box. No instruction manual. It's QR code to scan for it. Let's see, I don't actually know how to open up this case. It just feels like there's more plastic here, so there's a double layer of plastic there. Interesting. Some more details, so audio, a little speaker phone there with 2 dials that they're showing you. And I think this is really interesting. They kind of showcase what all the different buttons are on this kind of packaging. I think it's really interesting. Their logo on this end. And then looks like a USB-C cable, probably the charging port, and the place to put the SIM card. On this side, I don't know what PFT is there. That it's pointing to, actually, the gray button there. And is that an audio jack? No, it's just some hole, I think. I don't know what it is. That part is, but alright, so how do I actually... Oh, okay. So there's a little notch here underneath. I can pull it, and ta-da! Cool. Wow, this thing does not weigh a lot. Here's the actual R1. Comparison hand, right? Palm. I'd like to say that I have moderately sized hands. I don't know if you the comparison to an iPhone, right? It's about a third, maybe. So interesting. Looks like a scroll wheel goes actually all the way through, which I think is interesting. So it's this side, it's all just one independent piece. The scroll wheel is kind of actually bit stiffer than I expected. I was expecting it to spin a lot more freely, but it's kind of interesting there. It's weird. This thing up on the top here is supposed to be the camera, right? But I don't really see. I think the camera's pointed downwards. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but there's like a little black or gray underneath. Weird. And it says, please peel off the mask with the sticker. Unfortunate that there wasn't really an option to get like a case protector or whatever, because I feel like I'm already smudging this thing with my grubby fingers. So I already kind of feel bad. I feel like whenever I work with an iPhone, it's like I gotta have gloves on to make sure that I get, you know, the case and the screen protector on it and all that type of stuff. So with the R1, you know, where it's gonna look like a little child is you know, played around with it, which honestly, from what I've heard from people, this is probably best for like a children's toy or whatever. So interesting. Can I actually turn this off on from the get? How do I turn it on? Ah, there we go. Rabbit. Interesting. So I'll just kind of showcase that. You can see OBS there. Alright, that's how long it's been loading. I kind of pressed and held the button Apple style. I think a lot of this stuff is reminded from that. Oh boy. Alright. Interesting. That's cool. Okay, so it shows a button for me to click. See that? Press to continue. I assume the button, but it could also be the screen. Nope, not the screen. So we'll press this. Continue. Select a network. And there's my personal network. Oh, interesting. So it kind of shows some motion there. I think it's really interesting that they're introducing the fact that you can turn it, revolve it, whatever. So, not to kind of show my internet information out there. So, let's just go turn it, do it, and oh boy, that's a tiny keyboard, and I got fat fingers. So, okay, so this is a touchscreen. I didn't know if it was a touchscreen. Ah, crap. I don't actually remember my Wi-Fi password. So we might pause the video, get that dealt with, and come right back. Alright, we're back. It actually worked. So now we're going to rabbit.tech/activate to link the account. So let's hit continue. I think I'm trying to hit it. Is it working? Or am I supposed to hit it? This? Oh. Oh, crap. It says scan the QR code, but I actually don't remember the thing. What is it? rabbit.tech/activate. But we'll see. Connect an R1. Okay. So hopefully no private information starts coming out, but we'll connect it. User G. And we'll scan the QR code. Wow, that was really quick. Got in fairly quickly there. Oop. Create a passcode. Alright, I will do that myself. Oh boy, this scroll wheel is butt. This is how fast it scrolls, and I think that's pretty pitiful. Let me just go full screen. Yeah, I think the scrolling there could use, like, oh my god, like me gotta cycle through numbers this fast. Is definitely not. And look, you're comparing it a lot to the iPhone because that's the incumbent. It's got to be better than the incumbent. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at me thinking like me gotta select 4 numbers. And like the fact that sometimes I turn and oh golly, this is a workout for the fingers. Oh, I'd rather type in the numbers than turn this wheel. My goodness. Alright, that's one number. Oh yeah, I gotta do a 4-digit code. Ugh. This stinks. This scroll wheel. Why is it so tight? Golly. Ah! I think you would have QA'd this. Alright. It's weird that it shows up the Q. Oh my god, now I gotta confirm the passcode. Ah! Alright. Oh, alright, I am... You might be able to guess, because I'm exacerbated, I'm so sick and tired of this, what numbers I chose. Alright, passcode is successfully set. Alright, cool. So it's showing me this now. To gotta prepare for the pulse. There you go. That was a good one. Double click for camera. Press and hold to talk. Interesting. There's that. Press and hold to talk. Press and hold. And connect the cable to charge. Well, thankfully I've got a USB-C cable here. So we will plug it on the side, which is strange because usually for the iPhone you put it there, but this one, you know, I guess it's on this side. So like if I'm using it, right, how am I holding it? I'm usually, I don't know, I feel like I'm holding it like this with my palm portion here covering the charging port. I guess if I held it like this, right, then the charging port would be free. Like, just kind of thinking about like the iPhone, right? We have this grip, right? Funnily enough, it's the same orange Game Boy as my background. But like, if I'm holding it like this. The charging port is here, so it's free off my hand. And I feel like someone who's imitating Steve Jobs would have noticed that and been very detail-oriented about putting the charging port. Because I feel like since we're all so used to kind of gripping it this way, so like it's like this, then your hand would be under it. But alright, let's stick the charging thing in and updating. Well, I'll be back once it's done updating. Messing this up. Oh god, the other way. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Please stay connected. Oh, there we go. There's 1%. Alright, we'll be back once it's finished downloading. My internet's pretty fast. Oh. Come on. Use the gigabit internet. Holy... Oh! Oh? Alright, we'll be back. Well. Alright, after a really, really long time, it is done updating and it immediately turned off. I'm not 100% sure what happened. Oh, the camera's back. Nope, and it's gone. Strange. What are we doing? Just... Oh. Okay, good loading screen, although I'm not what would. Oh boy. I can't imagine that this operating system is as crazy as an iPhone to need this much of a loading period. Like, what are we doing? Oh, finally. Okay. Network connect. Oh. We back in? We lost connection there, apparently. We back? Unable to connect to Rabbit OS. I wouldn't know how to troubleshoot this thing if it doesn't load, so... I guess we'll be back. Wait a second. I think that this might be the home screen. I've been staring at this thinking that it was going to do something. I think that this means that I should be doing the... What was it again? The... Oh, okay. So this is just the home screen, and you can double tap and hit vision. What do I do? It didn't really teach me how to... What does that do? Did it do anything? No? Press and hold. What's 1 plus 1?
1 plus 1 equals 2.
Oh. But what about the vision? Do I have to press and hold in this? Oh. Who's this handsome lad?
Let me see. This young boy appears to be smiling and has a friendly, kind expression on his face. He is wearing a blue shirt with a pattern on it. The background behind him is blurred, suggesting the image is focused on capturing his facial features and expression.
More of a description of me, but not quite, whatever. But honestly, like, I think that it's very cool that it's like a Pokedex style thing where you can like scan something and ask it questions. I don't need it to describe stuff for me because I think that that's not the most useful thing. Pretty cool. Just wanted to go through like the onboarding process, and they've got a lot of work on that. So hopefully the R2, the R3, you know, I hope that the Rabbit keeps iterating. I think it's a really interesting form factor. The speaker being on the back and not on the front when most people are holding it this way is an interesting choice. I would feel like this is to project out to other people, but you know, usually you're holding it like this, looking at the screen, so I'd imagine you'd look at it yourself. All in all, I think that this is a really good first step prototype product. I know there's been a lot of online discourse about it and whether or not it's emblematic of certain issues. I think that for a version 1 product, my personal expectations, $200, you know, Jesse's very involved with the community. I think that it's perfectly fine, and you know, this feels very exciting, like you know, seeing kind of the version 1 of the iPhone, right? And being there for you know, the original iPhone was not great, and it was probably as clunky as this, right? So you know, as they're working their way up, I think it's a worthy competitor to this thing at some point in the future. I hope that you know, Jesse does well, and you know, I think that there's always improvements, can be better. I think this is way better than the Human AI pin, which I tested on someone else and thought it was hot garbage. So this thing actually has some utility. I won't say great utility, but some utility. So as compared to the Human pin, I think that this is much better. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I thought it was quite comical going through some of the you know, the issues with it, but all in all, I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you got a kick out of some of that stuff, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.